What's going good, you guys? As you guys probably know by now, it's been announced for a few hours. I would have reported this, well, not reported, but I would have given my thoughts about this a few hours ago, but it's been kind of hectic today. That's where in this. But anyways, just in case you guys haven't heard, and if you haven't heard, you probably lived under a rock the last few hours. But it's official. LeBron James, King James, going back to Cleveland, back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm honestly surprised and not surprised by this. Kind of surprised because of his previous relationship, I should say, with Dan Gilbert, the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Should I say owner or GM? He's the owner or GM. Yeah, I think he's like GM, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, um, you know, his past relationship with Cleveland, the Cleveland Cavaliers fans, obviously, we all know what happened when LeBron made his decision the first time around when he went to the Miami Heat. The Cavaliers fans burned his jerseys, and they all called him a traitor, and all hell broke loose. And all of the Cavaliers fans magically became Miami Heat fans. So now that brings up to another point. What's going to happen to all the Miami Heat fans now? Bosch looks like he's going to Houston with the Rockets. LeBron obviously going to Cleveland, as I just mentioned. Dwayne Wade, if he leaves, I wouldn't be surprised. Then again, if he stays, again, I wouldn't be surprised because, hey, obviously he was there before Bosch and LeBron. He was drafted by the Miami Heat. So if he stayed, I definitely would not be surprised. If he left, who knows? But, hey, LeBron going back to Cleveland. I know people are like, well, he just drafted Andrew Wiggins. Why would they take LeBron? They're probably going to trade Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love because they know Kevin Love ain't coming back, after this season, after this upcoming, 2014-2015 NBA season. So at least they'll get something in return, a very talented number one overall pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that's Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love. And if that happens, and you already see Cleveland making up cap space, they got rid of Alonzo G. Recently, they traded away Jared Jack, Marcus Thornton, Tyler Zeller. Um, they're making all these different, uh, you know, moves to save cap space for LeBron and maybe another big time superstar. And you already have Kyrie Irving, who's a very talented player. I know Kyrie Irving, he's had his injury woes the last several seasons, and that's kind of a question mark there. At least not Derrick Rose, it was like, oh, you missed the majority of the season for the last couple of years. But nonetheless, at least with that being said, if you're LeBron James, you're going back home to Cleveland. I mean, yes, it's going to be kind of different seeing you back in Cleveland, but you're going back home. Your wife's going to be happy, and your family's going to be happy. I'm sure you still have friends in Cleveland who are going to be happy. So, it's Miami Heat. It's like, I'm going to make a joke here. All right, so no one take this seriously. All right, Miami Heat fans, you come from what 500 to 5 now? Like seriously, all. But I'm not going to be surprised. I'm dead on this when I'm saying this right here. I would not be surprised if all the Heat fans magically are like, "Oh man, where's my old LeBron James Cavaliers jersey? I'll be right back. I got it." Like, you know. And, also other moves that happened in the NBA, Jeremy Lin. Remember Jeremy Lin? Remember Lin's sanity? Yeah, that worked out great for the Houston Rockets over Peyton Exum again. So now they're making cap space for Chris Bosh because they're trading him away to the Lakers for, I think, for a pick, I believe, in exchange. So, it's amazing. LeBron James waked up for a little bit over a week, and all the dominoes start falling. All these trades are happening. All these guys are signing elsewhere. Carmelo Anthony. My guess is probably staying in New York. It seems like he's going to be staying. And here's the thing: as much as I'm a Celtics fan, I will admit this. I will admit this. If the New York Knicks do what Phil Jackson wants to do to the team, meaning trade away Andre Bargnani, Amari Stoudemire, maybe Mont Shumpert, kind of big contracts like that, they can make a splash, either this free agency or the following free agency. Maybe I think maybe the next one more in particular, because it opens the door to new ideas for the next. I mean, they already have a talented point guard in Jose Calderon now. J.R. Smith, he's good, but it's like his attitude problem is just, No idea who's gonna be playing 4 for them unless they still want to put uh, freaking Melo at the 4, which to me is not the best idea in the world. But anyways, and at the center position, I mean, you have Allen there, who's a good rebounder, shot blocker, but he's not going to do anything else really for you. But nonetheless, I know here I am talking about this video's with LeBron James talking about the Knicks. That's just me, guys. You know me by now. But anyways, LeBron James going to the Cavaliers. What do you guys think? Subscribe if you haven't. Comment down below. And share this video out because this is big news. Obviously, LeBron James going back to Cleveland. Not the hugest fan of LeBron James. You guys follow me on Twitter. I find LeBron James absolutely overrated up to wazoo. But I think he's a great athlete. Yes, I do. Do I think he's a good player? Yes. Do I think he's a great, amazing player? No, not really. I think the media, you know, ESPN is a perfect example that overhypes the guy up to wazoo, and then he's just like, ugh. So, but he's gonna be one of the best players in the last decade. Yes, of course he is. But I think he's the greatest player. I mean, I still find Kevin Durant a better player than him. And I know people are like, oh, Kevin Durant hasn't won a ring though. I mean, that's just like, yeah, if you have Kevin Durant and LeBron situation, give him like a super team like that, I'm sure Kevin Durant wouldn't have a problem winning all those championships. But anyways, what you guys think? Let me know. I'm out.